man, I'm visiting my friends, a part of Bill Cosby's favorite tribe, Arapaho. I was like, oh my God. Larry. Now, me and Larry are best friends, okay? Larry and I start playing this drinking game called Take Shots and Be Racist. I don't know if you've ever played it before, but if you're not being racist while drunk with your friends, you're wasting both friendship and alcohol. And Larry starts going off the rails almost immediately. He's like, us Indians, we got a lot in common, right? Like, you love all that corny-ass jewelry. You guys can't handle your liquor. Us natives, we're real spiritual, but you guys worship monkeys. I was like, Larry, that's some hacky-ass racism. You better watch your mouth before I build a pipeline through it. We're friends. And now Larry's tomahawk chopping me, I'm yoga flaming him. We're having a great goddamn time. At one point, we're getting so loud, the bartender pours 2 drinks, and he tries to cut us off, takes him back, and Larry turns to him and he's like, listen, man, you can't Indian give to some Indians. I'm like, yeah, Larry, you tell that cracker. Now Larry and I are trashed, okay? And I finally ask him, Larry, why does this stereotype exist that Native Americans drink so much? And he gets up all angry and shit. He's like, we drink a lot because the colonizer robbed us and raped us and left us with this firewater to deal with our generational trauma. He's all humping around and jumping around. I was like, Larry, relax. It's gonna start raining. And he gives me a big old bear hug. He's like, you piece of shit. And he sits down and he reaches into his satchel. And he pulls out this turquoise medallion, this beautiful turquoise medallion, and he hands it to me as a prize for being the best racist. He says, Nimesh, I want you to have this. May it bring you good fortune and protect you from evil spirits like tequila. I couldn't help resist saying, thank you, Larry. I'll wear it to the casino. And then I run to the bathroom, take a piss, and pack a peace pipe. And when I come back, Larry is gone, like a wolf in the night. And then I get the check. And I realize Larry has manifest destined me out of $300, this piece of shit. That's reparations, I'll take it, it's fine. Well, I wish he stayed, though. I wish Larry stayed at the bar, because then I would have told him that Indians like me also drink because we also got robbed, specifically at liquor stores at gunpoint. That's why my dad drinks. My dad would drink because he's been robbed. He's been shot at for like $400. That's why I drink, because kids emulate behavior. When I was 13, I saw my dad come home after having a tough day, go to the garage with his white friend, Johnny Walker Black, and pour himself a little whiskey, be like, can't believe it. I almost died. I drowned that demon, you know? When I was 13, I had a tough day. I'd done poorly on a math test. Went to the garage, poured myself a little Johnny Walker Black. Can't believe it. I got a 97. Now, what do you think happens after we die? Blackness, nothing. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know where your accent is from.
New Jersey. Where's my accent from? This is what I think happens when you die, okay? I think your bodies dissolve, but your souls are born into different vessels, go through this iterative process, perfecting your souls until you reach perfection, and then you're released into the universe from whence we came. That's what I think happens. Yeah. I stopped drinking as much, but I started doing a lot more LSD, and let me tell you, it's been fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's a great drug. That is a Hindu belief. Any religious people here, by the way? None? Oh, okay. Everyone else? Just a bunch of little Nas X's, huh? Everyone's just twerking on Satan. Are you all rich? Yeah? You never meet poor atheists. Oh, nah, we don't need God. We got cash, bruh. Who do you blame for your problems? Yourselves? No wonder y'all been drinking so much. Some of my favorite people are religious. Kobe Bryant, religious. He was at church the morning he died. Granted, he had a lot to repent for, but he was trying. Oh, you're not laughing. Soft. You guys are softer than Joe Biden's diapers. Soft as shit. I subscribe to Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality. The Mamba mentality, if you're unaware, says perfect yourself every day, get better every day until you reach perfection. That's the central tenet of Hinduism. Y'all say Mamba, I say Gita, huh? Wow. Bunch of Kwame Browns in this bitch, huh? I'm Hindu, but not like Narendra Modi hates Muslims Hindu, but I do think I'm better than Christians. Oh, now you're religious all of a sudden. Listen, if you're offended by anything I've said, just trust that all these words were written by God, okay? I'm merely an instrument. I've been shitting on Christianity all across this country, and Christians have been really upset. Some Christian was like, fun of Islam, why don't you make fun of Islam? Because I don't want to get Charlie Hebdo'd, okay? That's a fair reason. I was shitting on Christianity in Indianapolis to the point where this priest who was in the crowd got up and left. This guy whose sole job it is to listen to confession, people say the worst shit ever, got up and said, every knee shall bow. And by some divine inspiration, I said, yeah, to suck Jesus' gay-ass dick. I'm going to hell. Psych, that place ain't real. I almost converted to Christianity because of Christmas. Christmas almost got me, but then my parents, they hatched a plan. When I was like 9 years old, I wanted an autographed Michael Jordan basketball for Christmas, and they got me an autographed Anthony Hardaway basketball. To ask for a Michael Jordan autographed basketball and get an Anthony Hardaway autographed basketball is like asking for an iPhone and getting an Anthony Hardaway autographed basketball. I was so upset, but when I was opening the box up, right, I was like, oh yes, it's a basketball-shaped box. Like, ooh, here it is. And I opened this shit up. I was like, Anthony Hardaway? I fucking hate Jesus. My parents like, yes, Jesus is the devil. Hinduism has its flaws. The caste system, the worst set of rules that exist across any religious system. The caste system, if you're unaware, is a system that dictates what jobs people can basically have, allowing people's money and status in society. It was the inspiration for the Amazon corporate ladder, if you're unaware. It's pronounced caste, but that's how they say it in England, and fuck that country entirely. So I'll just keep saying caste. Yeah, that's right. Any British people here? Shut the fuck up. Fuck England as a record label, as staff, and as a motherfucking crew. When Prince Philip died, I jerked off. I did. I masturbated to the idea of coming in his mouth. Like, hey, how's that for a salt tax, you colonial twat? I'm sorry. Hinduism's great. It's great. It's a great religion if you're in the market. Great food, great parties, no molestation. Unless you join Bikram yoga, in which case, at this point, it's your fault, okay? There's no conversion process either. You just gotta go to Union Square, put on an orange loincloth, and say, Hare Krishna a few times. You'll be right. America's already a fairly Hindu place, as I think about it. The main stereotype I got growing up, kids would be like, oh, you guys worship cows, right? You guys worship cows. That's what American kids would say. I can't think of a group of people that worship cows more than Americans. You just worship cows the same way you worship Jesus. You eat the motherfucker, okay? Yeah, I know all about communion. You're not going to get away from it. You eat flesh, you drink blood, you almost drown a baby, yet you're against abortion. Okay, Christians, whatever you say. There's this group of Hindus in New Jersey that built a $10 million temple, but instead of using labor from the United States, they imported lower caste labor, kept them on temple grounds, paid them nothing, and said, God wanted you to do it this way. That's the most American shit I ever heard, no? I was introduced to Hinduism when I was 5. My mom put a giant red dot on my forehead. I was like, go to school, it'll protect you from evil. It did not. I would just go to school and every kid named John, Paul, and Peter would be like, you got a little red dot on your head, pew pew. And I'd be like, shut the fuck up, you Ash Wednesday fuck. Anger is one of these vices you're supposed to get rid of as a Hindu, but we also believe in reincarnation, so that's the next guy's problem. I don't give a shit. And to conclude my point, I can't think of anything more American than putting a target on a kid's head and sending them to school. No, that's pretty fucking American. Soft. Soft ass crowd. This is the last thing I'll say about Hinduism. It helped get me laid. Long before the Kama Sutra, I was going to this thing called Garba. The New Jersey Indians have identified themselves. Garba is this religious festival that would happen September and October to celebrate the Hindu holiday of Navratri. Indians and Hindus would gather in a high school to dance around a statue of God for 3 to 4 hours to celebrate the triumph of good over evil. It'd also be where teenagers would go to celebrate the triumph of hormones over everything. We just dance and be all sweaty and talk to each other with samosa breath, and then if it didn't work out, we end up at a Taco Bell drive-thru yelling, "Hey, substitute beans in that pizza, bro!" I grew up in a town called Parsippany, New Jersey. Parsippany is a town named after Larry Bearshield type Indians and now run by H-1B ass Indians. H-1Bs, if you're unaware, are the